Alrighty, we had some audio problems. Test, test, test. Looks like we may still be having audio problems, but we'll see if people come by, and I'll just finish this show. See if we can get people in the chat. The audio apparently was going in and out. Bill Jones, how am I sounding now? Am I sounding all right? Okay, great. Let me know in the chat if that changes again. Get my notes up. Okay, great. I appreciate you guys having patience with me. I don't know why. There's nothing different. Oh, except the light's not on. Yeah, I'll leave it off. Don't need it. Where were we? Okay, all the new branding stuff. It's Coach Steve Money now at gmail.com and all. I'm not on all platforms yet, but I have the name on all platforms. So maybe I can edit that in or something later so I don't have to go over it for you guys. Thanks, Sid. What now, Bill? I thought we settled all your problems on Tuesday, on Monday, which is why you weren't here yesterday. What's the question? I'm gonna go ahead and say that today's hosts were Dave Ramsey and the CW, Christy Wright, and Dave said to a caller about I think it was about what their degree would do. And Dave said, all I care about is that you can tell me that you can do crap. So that's that. Also, in an inflation call, the caller had $1 million, but he was leery of investing it. Dave didn't have time to go into much because they were going into a commercial break, but basically the advice was to, invest it. But a lot of some people in the chat opined that the person was probably a financial student of some type, or like into financial theory and stuff like that. That's where your inflation people come. Other people just deal with it like if the tax goes up too, it's a tax. You're not gonna change what you're doing just because tax goes up. Obviously businesses like stop paying people, stop hiring people, that kind of thing. But as far as personally investing and stuff, you don't change anything. Didn't hear any dadgums today. Did you guys? And also the $10 book sale goes through May 31st. And I can recommend The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey and Debt Free Degree by Anthony O'Neill. Let's see. You are not the new mod, Bill. What is your question, Bill? Did you type it? Why haven't you typed it yet, Bill? Can you not type and listen at the same time? I can kind of go with that though, because when I'm typing in the Ramsey Show chat, I sometimes don't hear, I don't catch everything from the call. Retirement is managed mutual funds, Bill. Index funds are only if you're doing Dave stuff. Index funds are only for saving up for a purchase, and you only do that if you have 5 years more before you will need to take the money out. Because any less than 5 years, there's more risk of it being a down market exactly when you need the money, and then you've done no good by putting it in. If it goes down, if it goes down to the original contribution amount or less even. So yeah, manage mutual funds for retirement. Marie says, I saw that Dave mentioned you budget per month, not per paycheck. I thought people did zero budgets based on the per paycheck budgets. So how do I budget? I do mine like a kind of like the old check registers, which I don't think anybody does anymore. But basically, I have a check register into the future, like all planned expenses are in that per each month and between each paycheck, that kind of thing. So that's what I do. The thingy me do behind me is, let me move my notes out of the way. The thingy me do behind me is a Nest thermostat. It's connected to the internet, so the boss can like turn the thing down from his phone. Fun times, huh? Even if Bill, the advice doesn't change, no matter what you want to do. Your best way to get there is to invest like crazy. Now, I don't know what your particular version of investing like crazy is. It would probably be working full time would help. That's great, Bill. And if it was recent, it was greatly helped by the pandemic crash. If they bought a lot right after that, then yeah, that helped excellently. Right, it won't. Sydney is a good point. Index versus mutual funds. It won't make or break your investments, but Dave says 40% of managed mutual funds beat the index. So, and mine have beaten the index thus far in a year and a half. So I have that personal experience. So, but that's Dave's advice always for that. But yeah, it's not gonna index versus mutual fund isn't gonna fix the problem. The thing that would fix the problem, Bill, is you working full time. That would give you more money to invest. All right. If anybody has any other questions, go ahead and type them in. I have other stuff to talk about. What did I have to talk about? Oh, speaking of investing, the market report. Market report. I'll get some like fun themes, fun little sounders for segments one of these days. It was a mixed market today, up slightly in the S&P and Dow Jones Industrial Average, and down a little bit in the small cap Russell Index and the NASDAQ Big Tech / Large Cap Index. Everything was up a little bit first thing this morning because the Secretary of the Treasury walked back some previous talk of rate hikes. I guess she was like, "Oh no, I didn't mean that." Bill, quit worrying about what other people are doing or think of you. Stop it. Only matters what you think of yourself, even if it's highly inflated. Don't get all out of your. It has not. It's like well, so far. Do you have something that has worked better than that blue chip fund there, Bill? Do you have a better investment that has worked better than that? Would you care to share it with the class? But yeah, the someone laughed at me today. Have a thicker skin, especially if it's on the internet. If it's on the internet, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody on the internet thinks, including me. So I don't even know what Invesco is. Let me look it up. Watching somebody Google. What is that? Is that a index? Is that a fund? Deep market expertise. Invesco senior loan ETF. It's a firm. That doesn't help me. That doesn't say what the money's in. It's in a firm, Bill. All right. Let's see. Back to notes. AJ says, I picked 3 funds in January and 2 of the 3 are down. I'm likely going the smart investor route. That's right, Sid. Steve did Google that. Steve Googled that. Do. Something like that. We'll do that sometime. So, Secretary of the Treasury said, no, I didn't mean it when I said we're going to hike the tax rate. All righty. Some economy related news. My son and I are going to go see Ghostbusters Afterlife on June 11th, and I am so excited not only for the movie, but to actually go to a movie theater again. Has anybody been to one since they reopened? I'm interested because I haven't. So I probably haven't been to one. I think the last one I saw was, gosh, it's probably about a year and 3/4, maybe. I think the last one I saw was the last episode 8, Rise of Skywalker. Could remember it for a second there. So just curious about that, but I'm very excited to do that, and I can't wait till, I mean, not that I can generally can't be awake overnight anymore, but I did like it when Walmart would be open 24 hours, and so I hope that comes back. I have not met Dave Bill, and I don't know if he drinks beer. So no, I have not had the opportunity yet. Hopefully one day. Let's see. Okay, that's all I got. Any other questions? Any thoughts, concerns? Besides my mic, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what is the difference. Things that Bill could Google is how tall is Dave. I don't know why anybody would know that off the top of his head or her head. I don't know. You can Google it though. Any thoughts, Sid? Any thoughts on something you'd like to hear my opinion about? Perhaps yours one day soon, maybe. But yeah, Bill. Okay, the Invesco, you're in mid cap with those people, because that's, as I said, that's a firm. That didn't give me any information about which type of fund that was. So, but the small caps and mid caps have done better, like since the vaccinations all started and such. Joseph Googled it. He knows how to Google. Slammed at work all day. Well, I've had an easier day today. I did have to do that coaches group call, and schedule a couple appointments here, but nothing crazy like it was yesterday. Yeah, I didn't have 10 things like I wanted to. That is why we diversify, Sid. She is correct. You diversify. and the mutual funds themselves diversify you, and then it being in 4 different categories of mutual funds also further diversifies you. Workday is busy with month end. It's the 5th of the month. Joseph, your business must be, maybe you're the kind of business that bleeds over. It was Christy, Bill. AJ says when he stands, talking about Dave Ramsey, when he stands on his piles of money, he is taller than all of us. Indeed. Yeah, from closing last month. Yeah, I'm lucky here. I just have to do billing, which end of month billing, which takes about an hour and a half or so. Bill has a lot of opinions nobody cares about. Alrighty, let's see. I need to, if I delete the other part, if the sound isn't good, I'll listen to it and see if it's worth keeping up. But regardless, I'm Coach Steve Money, new branding. So in the email address is coachstevemoney@gmail.com, and you use that for not only sending me your contact info so you can schedule a free coaching consultation assessment. You can also donate lots and lots of cash to that email address, coachstevemoney@gmail.com, via PayPal. And I will spend all of that money to improve the channel. And I'm also on the Instagram at Coach Steve Money, and I will be on all the platforms. I have already got Coach Steve Money on all of them. So, anybody do new branding, Bill? So I can have because I couldn't have some of the names. I couldn't have the Steve Simpson Financial Coach was too long for Twitch and for Instagram, I think. Anyway, for 2 of the platforms, it was too long. Well, I appreciate you looking forward to the show every day, Bill. If you subscribe to me, I'm live. That should appear at the top as soon as you type in YouTube.com. I do have the Cash App, but I'm not using it for that. That's right, Joe. So he says smash the like button, and I appreciate all the likes. Please subscribe, and that way you will be notified whenever I go live. I also do live video gaming and have other types of content as well. Sid says hit the bell so you get a notification when he goes live. That's right, a notification. And I appreciate every single one of you that have subscribed so far. It means so much to me. This week I should be going over 100 hours watched, which is cool. I'm currently at 31 subscribers, and that's cool as well. I was 32 now. Well, how about that? Got another one today then. AJ says 32 subs is nothing to shake a stick at. No, I don't. Like I said, I don't know I can't think of what would have to happen for me to stop doing this. I can't see Lloyd, Bill, because I have him blocked. So I can't see him on the Ramsey Show or here. You would unblock? You would do a lot of things that I wouldn't do, Bill. Alrighty. Anybody else got a final, something for a final word? And then we'll get out of here. My client has graciously waited to show up, so we got the whole show in. Cool. Tomorrow is the 6th of May, and of course you do, Bill. Go ahead. Tomorrow's the 6th of May, and the mod did let somebody know that the next Millionaire Theme Hour was June 2nd, I think. But when I asked him who the hosts were tomorrow, he wouldn't tell me. Bill, you should Google that question. That's right, timeout, which is basically a chat block. It's not that much power. Like Sydney's a mod, and she can't like kick me off the YouTube or anything like that. So it's not that much power. It's just she can ban people mostly, I think. All right, I'm intrigued. I was gonna ignore you, Bill, but any blocks on the Ramsey Show? What does that mean? Any blocks on the Ramsey Show? Also, Ramsey is Ramsey. Oh, thanks, Hannah. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do need to update that. I will do that immediately. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, did I block anybody? Yes. I can't remember why, but they were a troll. Oh, you mean did the mod do it? Maybe one person got timed out. Maybe. You can tell your friends about it, Bill. And I am obviously trying to promote it as much as I can. One timed out at the end. Yeah, people we have thousands of Americans, Bill said. All right, you might want to check your facts, sir. And this has been another episode of Playing with Bill. My favorite restaurant, Bill, is Raising Cane's, probably. My favorite, like, sit down and waiter comes to you restaurant was called Fiesta, but that closed. But I think a new Mexican restaurant has opened in its place. But yeah, fast food, Cane's, definitely. We'd still go to Chipotle, Chick-fil-A. Yep. Chick-fil-A over Wendy's. Wendy's still good, though. I do still get Wendy's sometimes. That's right. Favorite brand of frozen pizza is whatever's on sale. Currently, I can get frozen pizza for its brand is called Roma, and I can get it from my second job with combined employee discount and 11% mail-in rebate. I can. I never get the Caniac. That's a little bit too much food there, Marie. A little bit too much food though. Although I met two different females that said they get the Caniac every time, and I'm like, whoa. So I did. There was a reduced price deli pizza at Kroger that I treated myself to. It was $2.49. Rachel Cruz. I've seen a couple of her episodes. I've definitely watched the one that she had her mom on with where they did some Instapot cooking. No, it's not nonsense. She talks about the same stuff that Dave talks about. She is kind of maybe it's more like if Dave and a morning show had a kid, it would kind of be like that because they do like cooking and other stuff like that. But Dave has also been on it several times. Sydney says Rachel is for the trendier Ramsey follower, and I can't disagree with that at all. Not fully hungry. Sid, I saw a comedian the other day that said his girlfriend said, "Oh no, I don't want any fries. I'll just have some of yours." And he was like, "No way. Fries are $2. I'm getting you one, and I might even get an extra one because when I get fries, I want to have not one less than all of them that come with it." I don't know if that's his full name. And see, now we're getting into actually Ramsey chat stuff here because we definitely talk a lot of food in there. As little as you can do, Bill. The less you spend on fast food, that's more than eating at home. The less you spend on fast food, that's you can put into investing. All right, well, Sydney, if you can do a compromise with your spouse like that, if you're agreeable to split a large fry, that's that's fine. 100 a month, too much, Bill, especially if you're only working part time. But I'm rather conservative with my money spending, and not conservative with my working. AJ has totally had an argument with his wife over fries. Right. Well, they think that you won't miss one or two or half of them or 3/4 of them, whatever, however much they take. So, yeah. I spend more than 10. I get canes on Saturday and Sunday, so that's what is that? That's $14 and maybe something else during the week. No, not really. No, so I basically have the like $15 a week, and how much is that? 15, 30 times 4 is 60 bucks. So that's less than 100, but that also keeps me down. I only have 2 meals on Saturday and Sunday as well instead of 3. So. Mm-hmm. Sydney usually only wants a small fry anyway, so my small plus a medium for him equals a large order most places. Yeah, that's true, Sid, if you're not going to eat some. But sometimes you get the spouses that get greedy taking fries. If you just join us or clicked ahead in the video, you're watching Food Talk with, what's my new name? Coach Steve Money. Bill Jones, do you mean fast food is really filling you? Because fulfilling you would mean it gives you a sense of well being. And don't I portion out my pizzas? Yeah. For one a half of $1.56 pizza is what I have for the day. So for $1.56, that takes me 2 days of eating at work. I just changed it. Sid, give me a break. I'm an old guy. And when I start reading stuff and talking at the same time, I just forget things, and so I just changed it. So it's all new, and it's not. It should be here on the page somewhere for me to see it, but it's not. Sydney is 800 years old. She's the same species as Yoda. Yeah, AJ, like every so often I put a whole pizza down, but I try not to do that. Yes, in the Ramsey chat today, we were debating the merits, as Sid says, of Taco Bell for Cinco de Mayo, as opposed to like a classic Mexican restaurant or even Chipotle. I would my first thought always is, well, what's cheapest, and then I go from there. It's just you get used to doing that. Taco Bell has no. I don't have any problem with Taco Bell. People are dissing the Taco Bell. Taco Bell, I will gladly take an endorsement. I will eat it on every show uh, if you sponsor me. Tassie Bell is a different thing. That I and that O or key are very close together, aren't they, Bill? All right. So the name of this episode should be what? Like Playing with Bill and Food Talk. Sydney loves Taco Bell, but she fully admits it's American, not Mexican. Yeah, I mean it's American, but it's like the same ingredients. Maybe not the exact same ingredients, but you call them the same names though. Marie has some kind of recipe that's going to take me longer than it takes to go through the drive-through. I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. I don't like corn tortillas, Marie. I don't know why. I don't like those. Just don't like them. We don't have any Del Tacos in Ohio, I don't think. There's definitely not any in Columbus. There's some in the state up north. Food Talk, yeah. Okay, I'll put Food Talk number one in parentheses. Bye, Bill. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate the viewing. Appreciate the subscription that you should do if you haven't already done, and then you won't have a problem finding me. That's okay, Marie. I'm sure I like other things that you like. Hey, Judy. Thanks for coming in. Like Taco Bell till they took all the things off the menu that I liked. I know they quit. They quit having the taco salad. I was like, what? I ordered it and they said, yeah, we don't have that anymore. What? Yeah, and the dollar menu is now the value menu, and they have stuff that costs more than $1. I guess prices are going up on stuff. Grilled stuffed burrito. That sounds good. No. Like I said, I wouldn't try to go over there now because I bet everybody's at the Taco Bell celebrating the Cinco de Mayo holiday. Marie's got more for recipe ideas. Bill Jones, I think he should. Should he endorse me? Sure, why not? But I'm sure I'm small potatoes. Very, very small, like a small baby tomato in his world. It's more than you and I combined will ever have, ever. And probably our children too, Bill. AJ and Marie do their ground beef similarly. So obviously some gourmet chefs there. Like I said, I get stuff at the grocery store and I get a couple of fast food things, but I don't cook much stuff at all, which I'm sure is not good for my health, but that's the way it is. That's right. It's also a lot more effort, and Taco Bell night is when I don't want to cook and there aren't any leftovers. There you go. Bill Jones thinks he knows how Dave Ramsey got rich. The mutual funds are probably, I mean, he maxes out retirement every year, but he has some, I mean, because he does a backdoor Roth, and but that's only a little bit you can put in there, $7,000 for him a year. So he made a lot off of real estate, definitely. That's right, and he probably worked full time his whole life, and still is, sort of. Maybe we don't know what he's doing between like real estate stuff that he does. Nobody knows what Ken's net worth is. Maybe the Google. Try it, Bill. That's right, Sydney. That's right, AJ. How to get rich? He worked. And he bets it wasn't part time. That's true. Hey, my client may not make it here before closing time, which is in 9 minutes. Alrighty. I'm going to get ready to go, kids. I'm going to go home and do some stuff and get to bed. Hopefully, be asleep about in an hour from now and get up at 4 a.m. and do it all over again tomorrow. Thanks for coming by, Joseph. You have a good evening as well. Oh, nice for Ken. Cool, cool, cool. Thanks for finding me after the audio problems, everybody. And thanks for being so chatty today. This is what I hope this channel is. So we get the financial stuff out of the way in the first 10 minutes, and then we just talk about food or whatever. 14 million for Christy, Sydney. Christy Wright, 14 mil. Or is it 1.4? It could be 14. But maybe she sold more books than Ken. I don't know. That's cool. Alrighty. Everyone have a good night. Go to sleep there. Hannah. Hana. Oh, it's Han, right? It's Hana there. Sorry about that. She's from the Norway, and they speak this whole other language over there. I heard. Alrighty, that's it, guys. Thanks you so much. I would like to go on forever, but I'm not gonna. Bye.